Hello world, my name is Atticus and welcome back to the break room. Today, a place for the unwilling, and look at our face. We sure do look unwilling. It's been a bit. My recording schedule has changed such that it's usually one episode at a time now, instead of multiple. Okay, I've already bought a newspaper from Giles's newsstand. That's right, we have a meeting with the mayor. Exploring the rich quarter. Ah, right, Lucas Weston has sent a message. We have a terrible migraine, but Dana was nowhere to be found. This, I believe, we'll get from exploring the city. And I still don't know how to, run my business. So that'll be fun. Just gonna buy newspapers until I'm broke. I think, yes, I'm going to vomit. I've got to do something to stop this. Okay, we can't see the mayor until we've seen Dana. That makes sense. I did not want to see the mayor with a migraine, but I also did not want to stand the mayor up. But a bit of time's passed. Let's go see if Dana's back. Oh, the city. I still really do enjoy the shadows. Ah, there's Dana. Good. Oh, welcome. What a lovely surprise to see you here, my dear. Oh, but look at the face on you. Are you feeling bad? We're going to confess how bad we feel. I feel horrible. My head is bees buzzing inside it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. By all the fungi on the moon, you're a complete mess. And you were so strained yesterday with the drink and the festivities. My, what bad luck. Dana has just the thing for you. Wormwood, rosemary, and a few drops of laudanum. And cinnamon by Seth. Let's not forget the cinnamon. There you are, warm like fresh tea, and it smells even better. Always keep it in this bottle. Believe it or not, it'll keep it warm for weeks. I don't believe that. And I am concerned. Whenever you feel like this, have a few good gulps. Don't worry about it running out too soon. The bottle's deeper than it looks. And then a tee-hee-hee. I can't do a tee-hee-hee. I've tried. It's not pleasant. Look after yourself and come see me again. We have so much to do. Okay, so if Dana did not poison us with one of the 3 drinks she gave us, then there's something about the city that's making us sick. Pardon me. I am intrigued to see. Wow. I am intrigued to see which one it is. Giles, have you forgiven us for not slandering your opponent? Is that the word for it? Rivalry? Competition. You have come here with an insatiable thirst for current affairs, am I right? Let's see if we have something that will satisfy it. Sir, today your faithful servant Giles Stanbury is so busy that he... Okay, we've done this. It's still a fun line to say, though. Well, we've seen what the journal has. Time to see what the Union's got to say. And good old Miles. It's still hilarious to me, the Giles and Miles. Thanks, game. All the barrels. Buy the Union. Get the only paper that speaks the truth in this city. If you want a newspaper, it's 3 coins. I have 18 coins in my wallet. Will 3 coins do? Here you are. I want to... What does interrupt do? I'm gonna use it. It did nothing. So that was uneventful. Oh? Impossible. I can't bear it. The pain. It's a cart filled with fruit. They shouldn't leave it unattended or seagulls will eat them soon. Okay, well, I've just had an attack, so... The potion, let us use it. It's the medicine Dana gave me. It's empty. Oh. Okay. I would like to get to know the other sellers in the city, but there is a mayor to meet somewhere. There is a machete in this door. Don't come any closer, I'll stab you in the eye. Oh, whoops, I got you confused with one of those plainclothes officers you see around here. Best to keep a safe distance. Good to know. A little hat. Bazaar west, warehouse area north. This manhole cover's just open. It's the bazaar. I know we're off to see the mayor, but why not? Are any of you gonna? No. Okay, well that's fine too, I guess. All those hours of travel made the text unreadable. The jars on this card always worry me greatly. Huh. Perhaps we are not meant to yet be in the bazaar. This is the third rather distinct area we've seen in the town. Oh. Well, you see there's a sign up front. I thought it was a shop of some kind. You know, I think I was supposed to head left directly after crossing the bridge. Instead, I did it after speaking with Miles. It hurts, but I think the pain is getting better. Potion? There's drink in the potion this time. Just in case. Alarming. There's a boat! We are on the ocean? Didn't know this was a ocean town. On it. Let's see. I am thoroughly lost, but you know what? It makes sense. We ventured out with a migraine. We took the directions at the wrong place because we were just after a bit of news, which we haven't even read. The Union Day 2. We've got rocks, all right, and whips, too. Comrades, that pathetic rag for pigs will soon be out on the streets again, peddling more printed bullcrap. They'll claim that yesterday, 2 stuck-up, stiff-butt young misses were greeted with a shower of rocks on Oolong Street, and that a lobsterman followed them and chucked rocks at them because the young lasses didn't want him to rock and roll with them. Yes, Lucy Zhang was blinded in one eye, but not by a poor, drunken lobsterman. No, it was a rent boy who they knew personally. Good old one-page Union. 'Twas not the voice of the Union, but that's okay. Oh, this is a nice fountain. That's quite an ornamental fountain. Should I throw a coin and ask a wish? Oh, I have 15 coins in my wallet. Let's give it a go. Now I just need to wait and see if it worked. This is an imposing building. Looks like I need a key to open this gate. Then a key we shall find. It strikes me as religious. There's definitely stairs back here. Intriguing. Huh. Convenient. I can pay a carriage to take me here whenever I need to get to an appointment fast. There is fast travel in this game. Good to know. If ever a game was in need of fast travel, it's one where time is of the essence. It's the first time I've seen such a thing, but the warmth it exudes invites me to while away the hours sitting peacefully next to it. Bakery and cafe, I am wholly and absolutely lost. Oh. Time to drink a bit of potion. It's empty. Never mind. No potion for us. We appear to have reached one end of the city. Is this it? This looks very governmental. No, it's a hospital. Welcome to the city main hospital. You seem to have all your limbs in place. That's great. All our rooms are busy right now, but come around if you get stabbed or are bleeding heavily. I'll keep that in mind. Is stabbing a large concern? One fellow did say he was going to stab me in the eye, but that was because he thought I was a plainclothes officer. Oh. Is that not? I'm glad my character knows what buildings are what, because I sure don't. A statue made of a strange green stone. It's similar to marble, but with a strange glow. The plaque reads, Emperor of the Stubborn. There's a name and a date. Ali Yaru. Oh. R is already so hard, why would you? Ali Yaru. 931 DC. What about this building? I hear a strange noise. This does appear to be someone's house. Maybe it's something like an apartment complex. That's why we were able to walk in the stoop. This is the police office. Helpfully labeled. A back alley. Okay, this has got to be it, right? This is something. Look, it's got columns. It's got a relief. Is that what those are called? I should know that. We got Lady Justice. There's some horses. Some rather indistinct people. Might be a courthouse. Don't you see how busy we are? Please request an appointment for any official request. You have a top hat. Good morning, sir. As an official of the Town Hall's Urban Beautification Department, I oversee aesthetic and functional improvements to our beautiful city. Would you like to contribute to some of our projects? By the way, we are selling tickets for the upcoming play. You must have seen the promotional posters. Interesting. I'm quite out of money because I don't know how to sell things. But let's hear about those tickets. Great. Oh, Lord. That'll be 250 coins. You'll understand, it's a very exclusive event. Huh, I have 14 coins in my wallet. I'm not interested. After a second thought, I don't want that ticket. Ah, another attack. Let's see. And nope, no luck this time. Oh, you look quite like a mare. Oh. Okay, Wallace? That's very good. Oh! Oh! How embarrassing to have you catch me like that. Well, I've made a terrible first impression. Yes, I truly did. I'm the mayor of the city and you caught me asleep on the job. In my defense, it's the first hour I've allowed myself to take off in the last few riotous weeks. The city is at a boiling point right now, you'll see soon enough. But let us get to the formalities. I am Wallace Zimmer, loyal servant to yourself and all the residents of the city, as long as my body can stand it, of course. I've been very interested in meeting you. Word on the street is that you have taken over the business and the position of the deceased Henry Allen. I expect from you what I expect from every other important citizen. A helpful hand on my shoulder, not around my neck. Believe me, every little helps. Oh, come in. I'm meeting you right now, am I? Things at the moment are a little, The mayor's talking on one of those modern devices. I believe they're called telephones. It's the first time I've seen one. Nobody can afford them. Tell Inspector August that it's urgent and that he should fix it as soon as possible. We're gonna let him keep talking. Yeah, let's clear our throat loudly and empathetically. But it's you. Curse this city and all its dilemmas. Excuse me. I'm very pleased to see you here. As you see, yes, Mr. Butler. Yes. No, not that. Not at all. Yes, maybe. Oh dear. Well, now, see for yourself. This diabolical machine, telephone they call it, you can talk with anyone, no matter how far away. It's a great help. But let's return to your needs. Yes. No. Tell them. Oh my. Look, Mr. Butler, I'm hanging up on you. I've got an important visitor. Yes? We'll speak then. No, I don't mind at all. That too. It's all the same to me. Goodbye. Now, where were we? Well, he did say let's move on to the formality, so let's express our happiness at having moved to the city. I was saying how happy I am for having made the move here, in spite of the tragic circumstances. Tragic? Oh, right, of course. Your friend Henry, forgive me. All these things going on makes you... But it's wonderful to know how happy you are to be one of us. It calms these nerves of mine. Consider this visit a mere act of courtesy. Do not think of me as a mayor. Think of me as... Again, Butler? What? Mr. Aberley? Well, no, tell him straight away. Tell him 10 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Butler. Thank you. As you see, we'll have to make it brief. What a shame. I hope you can forgive my lack of discretion, but there are two most important questions I'd like to ask you. As you can see... And there it goes again. Anyway, as you can see, things are a little tense in the city right now. A big mess, rich and poor. A store burning down here, a unionist disappearing there. Regrettable. All highly regrettable. But what I'd like to know... I've had it with that cursed machine! What I'd like to know is, what do you think of all this? Have you any concrete thoughts on this, struggle, let's say? Oh no. I have to pick one? Right now? But I don't know either side particularly well. I've been buying newspapers from both of them just to see where they stand. Let's see. Wallace seems like a rather affluent individual. He's got the fancy suit. He's got the nice hat. He mentioned something about like us being a helpful citizen, some specific type of citizen, indicating that there are other less good types of citizen. That indication, I believe, being the distinction between rich and poor. So I think he wants to hear we're on the side of the rich. And at the moment, while keeping an open mind, I believe our character would also, if pressed, say they're on the side of the rich. I am intrigued to see how this translates into actual dialogue. We run a business. We've been to a party. Granted, do we actually run a business? Because we've not sold a single thing. So yeah, we're going to say we're on the side of the rich, but we've not made any concrete decisions, actually. This is a concrete decision we're making. Well, Mr. Mayor, I believe my position on all of this is very clear indeed. I am with the upstanding ladies and gentlemen. Please, let me drink to that answer. There you go, down in one. Would you like some? Actually, best not. This one is most expensive. I'll say it again, that response has brightened up my day. You've hit the nail on the head. You really have. See, look at us knowing what other people want to hear. My second question is much more intimate, and I'd completely understand it if you didn't answer, but here it is. What are you doing here, exactly? Well, we've come because of our friendship with Henry. Why else? I'll be straight with you. I'm here for Henry more than anything else. I was deeply affected by his death, and I want to honor his last wish. Poor Henry. It's very touching to see you. You know, friends still exist for someone, although it's no small price to pay to find out. My, how late it's got. Impossibly late. I'm going to have to... Yes? Butler, yes. Excuse me. Mr. Aberley's coming in person? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Excuse me. No, not you, butler. I meant yourself. Please excuse me. You see how things are with me. I'll be calling you again. We have many... He's already left? And why didn't you tell him I... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. He told you that? Okay. Well, we best get out of the mayor's hair. We've a business to run. But oh my, it's already 6:30, getting late. Businesses are closing. Is that an octopus? No, I don't want to open the door. I want to look at the poster. Sometimes I think about leaving the city, but if I'm completely honest, I have nowhere else to go. Oh no. Okay, well, that's right, we've got to go see Lucas Weston. We found a second statue. There's, I assume, 5 more. Oh, this is a map. Okay, and it shows all sorts of places, whether I've been there or not. Goodness. Okay, we have the Poor Quarter, the Lighthouse Docks, Orchard, and Lloyd's Shop. The Windless Meadow. The Central Quarter, with Thomas's shop, the church, the hospital, police station, Gale's shop, Harriet's shop, and City Hall, and the Rich Quarter. With the newsstand, Royal Theatre, Hat Club, Florence's Shop, Home, and Ember's Den. €9 to travel home. The zoom on this is strange. I'm trying to pan up, and it keeps zooming in. Even though the right stick is supposed to be the zoom. Notes? Oh. Okay. Neat. Nothing about our own shop. Well, let's go see if Lucas Weston is still available, I suppose. I'm walking with confidence, but I don't actually know exactly where. His shop is. It's the Hack Club. Weston Books. Good day, sir. Welcome to the present abode of knowledge, a home where incunabula dream up new odysseys with which to surprise the world. 1,000 welcomes, good sir, to the bookshop of your servant, Lucas Weston. I imagine that this sudden eruption of mellifluous eloquence coming from the same insistent stammerer who received you only seconds before will have left you quite gobsmacked. Ha ha ha. There's an explanation, a good explanation. You see, my natural shyness, which I suppose must be born of the innumerable hours I've stolen from Kronos in order to take solace in the joy of books, has developed into a pathological shyness, one which manifests itself in this bothersome... You see, there it is again, that odious fate lying in wait for the scatterbrained mind. Anyway, my only remedy for this bothersome affliction is to sing in the rhythm of the great classics whatever speech I wish to unfold upon my interlocutor. If I get the beat right, I don't mess up a single word. Be so good as to bear with this eccentricity of mine, sir, and I will repay you with abundant knowledge and a loyalty worthy of Argus. I know this city and all its legends, ancient and modern, like no other soul who dwells therein. Allow me to make one prophecy. I see a golden future of friendship between you and I. I see us being to each other what Dante is to Virgil and what Virgil is to Dante, inseparable companions. You are always welcome, dear Dante. Here you shall find open ears and a loquacious tongue whenever you need them, and then some. Ha ha ha. My dear Dante, how does the morning find you? Has Hyperion favored you? Well, it's not been the best of days. But we're going to reply in a jolly allegro. Well, Dante has got a taste for this Hades. I'm feeling especially optimistic today, dear Lucas. Virgil, animi custos. Call me Virgil. If you're to be my Dante, allow me the pleasure of being your companion. In any case, to find you in such good humor is cause for much rejoicing. I have a proposal for you. Today, I have an odd proposal for you, and yet one that is absolutely crucial in the quest for the ambrosia of this forbidden tree. I don't mind how long it takes you, although I expect you will leave Kronos dazzled by your Hermes feat. I propose that you traverse the whole of our most got me up with that one. Croson of neighborhoods. The streets Tang, Longinus, Al-Sabah, Orsini, and Weston. You'll just need to remember 5 names. Go without fear, explore these streets, do not abandon all hope. You will come back from this odyssey in one piece, or at least I hope so. Haha. Okay. Let's explore the city. This here's Weston Street. This is Longinus Street. Shops are closing. It is about 7. Interesting. You can see the well, I guess not. You can see... wow. Now's not the time to spend the night. I should get to my bed right away. I'm working on it. Just in case. It did work that time. This is Al Sabah. Oh. A party in your honor? Ce n'est pas? Thrown by Dina Allen, I read. I don't wish to question your friendships, mon ami, but I did want to tell you that Madame Allen is not particularly well liked by hardly anyone. I don't know, Rien. I don't know most French. But that word specifically. How is everything going for us? How are you today, Miss Peyton? We're not on a first name basis. Not yet. You are always très gentille. Très gentille. Ha ha ha. How silly. I cannot think of anything to talk about today. Well, the first two seem rather personal. It's been a day, so I'm not very optimistic about this first question. Let's ask more about the shop. Oh no. You know, I'm fascinated every time I walk through this door. Where did you get the inspiration for La Lumière? Well, that's a story I'd never tire of telling, and yet I think you're the first customer to ask me about it. Écoutez? I don't know. The accent over the E means something. But I didn't study a language which had accents, so I don't know what it means. It all began with my mother, Hortense, and the stories about her grandparents, 2 artists from Montmartre. No, that wasn't right. There was an extra R in there. Oh well. They were painters. They were both superb. I can tell from the few oil paintings my mother still keeps in our maison. It is fascinating how they met. My great-grandfather was a French soldier, a commander in Bonaparte's army during the campaign in Egypt. My great-grandmother crafted hookahs, the water pipes I sell in my shop window today. As my mother tells it, it was love at first sight. My great-grandmother saw him first. She approached him in the bazaar and whispered to him in Egyptian, "Nobody will separate us, ever." My great-grandfather, who was enchanted with these words, spent 6 days trying to find a translator in Cairo. Finally, he found him, an old man who lived alone in a humble home in the bazaar. Just as the old man deciphered the words, my great-grandmother appeared out of nowhere. She was the daughter of the old translator, and just as the translator said the word ever, my mother said in perfect French. We're not gonna say that in perfect French. Oh, goodness. Aujourd'hui, notre histoire commence. Our history begins. Our history begins, I think. Let's look it up. I wonder how close I was. I have no idea what Ajud Hui. Is that like gonna be today? It does mean today. Today our story begins. More or less. Can you imagine anything more romantic? Well, there's more. My great-grandfather left his command and ran off with my great-grandmother. They traveled all over the world as itinerant artists and ended up in Paris painting oil paintings together in Montmartre. I know you'll think my mother must be exaggerating the story. Perhaps so, but if you knew my mother, l'imagination n'est pas tant fort. Imagination is not ton fort. Her forte? She say her mother doesn't have much of an imagination? Wait. We looking up French today? Yeah, she did. Imagination's not her forte. What is rien? Well, Google tells me it means nothing. Not as in it's not a French word, it is the French word for nothing. Which may not make literal sense, but perhaps it is an interjection of some sort. Anyway, this is what led to my obsession to bring the most exotic and extravagant goods from the most hidden corners of the globe. It's as if I'm somehow traveling with my great-grandparents through the wonders of the world. Did you enjoy the story? I loved it. It is, as you would say, fabuleux. N'est pas? It's time to return to work, monsieur. A pleasure sharing stories with you. A bit unfortunate that the dialogue did not account for the fact that we weren't exactly inside. But that's alright. Inside the shop, specifically. I've been up and down every street in the whole neighborhood. I should go back to the bookshop and tell Mr. Weston. But perhaps tomorrow. It is running rather late. And it is well possible that Mr. Weston has gone home for the day. As soon as I look at the bed, I inevitably feel tired. Go to sleep. Let's call it a day. Let's have an energetic start to the day. There are so many places to visit and people to meet. I wonder how many days this game plays out over. There's a message from Florence Payton. She wants me to go and visit her at La Lumiere, the establishment she manages. It could be a good opportunity to get her in... We're gonna have to call it in a second here. I can't speak. It could be a good opportunity to get to know her better. Harriet Clinton has left me a note. My dear, please come by my shop as soon as possible. I need to ask you an urgent favor. Come. It sounds as if she's in a tight spot. I should go. Miles Stout, the young revolutionary who gives out the Union newspaper, has left me a note. Look for my card. I've got a job that will give your stiff butt a little taster. It's signed, The Revolution. a whole lot to do today. But I wasn't joking about having to call it. We will have to do all of that next time. But until then, I have been Atticus. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.